Hey guys, this is Deepak again, and in this video, I'm going to start off my video series on one very important technology in AWS, one critical technology called step functions. Step function is basically an solution offered by AWS to automate all your scheduling activities to like you may have scheduling solutions you may be using like control M or AutoSys or in Hadoop environment you have like Uzi or Airflow like that. You have different scheduling technologies. So similarly, you have a solution which is offered by AWS called step functions. So basically, step functions allow you to kind of create what you can say a workflow. So you can have a workflow like this, as you can say that okay, here is a starting and first this task is completed, and once the task is completed, then followed by that there is some other. So so as I said, there is a first step followed by first step. There is a check of the type of image. Say I'm extracting an image, process like taking an image and put in S3 and then check the image type. If it is a not supported image which we can process, then we can say okay, fail it. I don't want to continue. But if it is an image which you can be managed and you can do some parallel path stuff, like you can upload create a thumbnail image out of it, or you can use recognition to add some tags to the image, attach, create some tag and get some details of the image. So actually you want to automate this process, create a step of some set of steps that you want to execute, right? You want to ensure that some set of steps are executed automatically, like a workflow. So this can be done quite easily using the AWS step function. So what are the different features? What are the different aspects of AWS step function? So basically, it is based on something concepts called state machines. So you are having different states and different tasks that can be executed in different states, and the entire structure can be defined using a JSON language. You can define your entire step function very easily. And you have a graphical view. You can use a graphical view of the full state machine structure, and the graphical view offers you a way of you can use it to visually check the full logic of state machine. You can check the entire process of the what is happening. You can check it out, and I'll be having practical sessions, but this is theoretical and this explanation, which I'll follow it up with more practical lessons on step functions for sure in later videos. So basically, to understand AWS at a high level offers like two types of step functions. One is called like a standard workflow, and other is called an express workflow. Uh, so there are some differences out there between the standard and differences between this and an express. Standard workflow can run for over a year. You can running it's not a problem, but as express workflow, like workflow which should run, trigger and complete quickly, that at max should take 5 minutes. And you can have a lot of it offers you up to like 2000 per second workflow you can trigger, but this is even a higher number to 10,000. And it is also both of them are priced based on the amount of lambda jobs that are triggered and number of states, step functions, states that are used, the number of states that are processed part of step function using that. And it is runs exactly once. I mean, the state in the workflow will run always once, but at least once means it can sometimes say it can run 2 times also. So there are some differences that you may not be asked in the exam also, but it is good to know that you have two type of workflows, a standard workflow and an express workflow. Express workflow can be used for some activities where it is you are kind of doing something many times in your process, and so something like that, like creating thumbnails of images as a process. So in case of one or two thumbnails are not created, also you can probably rerun the process. It doesn't matter. So you can, that's how you can use step function, express workflow, and standard workflow can be used to kind of handle all the processes, like the process like trigger something and then observe the output and then move further. So trigger a process. So you can have, as I said earlier, you can trigger one and that output of that process can trigger another. Like so, you can keep on have your own workflows for say handling your ETL functions, your batch jobs, tracking the completion of one job, which triggers other job, like so. So you can have such kind of solutions built pretty easily using standard workflows. And let us look at what are states. The state is basically an activity that happens in the step function. There can be many different type of states, but at high level, state is what is an activity. So you can have one state triggering next state, or one state then deciding on basis of the output of that state. You can take one decide on doing one state or the other state. Like that, you have different type of states. So let's get to understand states in the next video. So thank you for watching. See you again. Bye.